Hey guys, my name is Brad from Juice Cruises. I'm a cruise consultant and I help clients choose the right cruise. And today we're going to be reviewing Explora Journeys, the good, the bad, and who should book it, right? Explora is not for everybody. So, for example, I had three clients ask me about Explore last month. I told two of them to book it and one to walk away because, like I said, it's not for everybody, and that's the point of the video. Explorer can be amazing for the right person, and it could be wrong for the wrong traveler. You just got to keep that in mind. Luxury doesn't just automatically make it a perfect fit for you. And like I'm just, for example, me as a consultant, right, as a cruise consultant, I'm looking for the perfect fit for you. It's not just about branding and this cruise looks good. We got to understand how you travel. So like I said, my job is to try to avoid you from making those bad bookings. And for example, if you're booking Explore, you're looking for honest advice. A wrong cruise could become expensive fast. Explorer is new; it's still evolving. They started in 2023. We're gonna get into it, but you gotta manage your expectations, especially with this new brand. Not to say it's bad, but you got to make sure if it's a good fit for you. So a real client I booked on Explorer, it was a couple in their early 50s. They were going, no, they just came back from their 30th anniversary trip. They were looking at Regent and they really wanted to go on Regent because they've seen all the beautiful YouTube videos about it or whatever. And I quoted them for a 7 night Mediterranean cruise and it was 28,000, like around 27 but 28,000, right? But it was too much for them. The price felt too high. So I knew about Explorer, and so what I did is I showed them Explorer for the exact same trip and saved them $8,400, and also got them a bigger suite. So you got to. So for example, me as a consultant, I already knew they wanted Mediterranean luxury, right? They wanted a bigger suite that mattered a lot to them. The Regent suites were not, I think it was like what's it called? Explorer suites, they started around 377 square feet, which is bigger than most of them, right? So they start at that. So bigger suites matter to them, and also obviously the total cost matter. So they just came back from that trip, and they're happy. Let's just say they're happy, really happy. So like I said, the point is not to find the cheap cruise. The point is to find that luxury that made sense for their expectations and their budget. So let's look at what MSC. Let's look at what Explorer is. Explorer is owned by MSC. That's their owner. They started in 2023. Like I said, it's still brand new. They got two ships sailing, Explorer One and Explorer Two, and they have Explorer Three coming out in this year. It aims for that European luxury. It feels more modern than traditional, right? It usually prices below some of those luxury giants. They price below Seabourn, Silver Sea, and Regent, but they're more expensive than Viking and Oceania. So they're somewhere in the middle. And so it sits in that gap, fancier than Viking, cheaper than Regent. This is what Explorer gets right. So every accommodation is suite style, right? Every suite has a private terrace. The entry level suites are spacious. The design feels modern and elevated. The dining is include the core. Most of the core dining is included, right? And also, the ship feels calmer than those mainstream cruises, and it's cheaper than uh, Regent or Silver Sea. No kids on board. I'm not saying should remove that. It's there's probably kids on board, but it's not like Carnival, right? I should take that out, but just keep that in mind. And we're gonna look at same week, same Mediterranean trip, four different prices, right? So explore. Before I start, uh, prices may vary. This is not. This is just for you to understand pricing. It's just not like, for example, the true cost. It's just for you to understand to gauge. So Explorer is $950 to $1,200 per night. Region Seven Seas, 1,400 to 1,800 per night. Silver Sea is 1,200 to 1,500 per night, and Seabourn is 1,300 to 1,650 per night. Same week, same trip, four different prices. Explorer is obviously the cheaper one, the more affordable, right? Um, what's included? So your suite is included. Every restaurant is included. Standard drinks, Wi-Fi, gratuities, mini bar in your room. What's not included is the shore excursion, top shelf liquor, spa treatment, special experiences, and hotel before and after. This is what the part that nobody talks about. Explorer does not generally include shore excursions, and that matters on port heavy cruises. So keep that in mind. So, for example, on a 10-day Mediterranean, that a shore excursion probably could be 2,000 to 4,000 per person to your real total. So just keep that in mind. Explorer can still be cheaper, but only after full cost math. So book Explorer if you want modern luxury, if you feel that region is too expensive, if you want suite space, if food matters to you, if the designs matter to you, if you like calm, if you dislike that old school formal, if you prefer Mediterranean style luxury, anniversary trips, couples trips, if you want something fresh, like this is a new brand, Explorer. So they're, they're a fresh brand, right? Very fresh brand. It's like a hotel at sea. And yeah, book it also if status match is not important to you, or loyalty status is not important to you. So watch out for the short tour costs. Excursions also is going to be a little bit more expensive. Watch out for service consistency as well. Um, Not to say, like I said, it's a new brand, so probably the service is not always. I'm not to say it's bad. It's just that you just if you're looking for service consistency, just you know keep an eye on that. Some people praise that product, and some people like mention that some misses on it, but that doesn't mean that, like I said, it's a bad cruise. Cruise line is just that they're still learning, they're still getting to it. Watch out for the solar pricing and watch out for expedition expectations. So they don't go to Antarctica, they don't go to Galapagos, they don't go to Arctic, at least not yet. So yeah, for me, I think for most luxury cruisers, Explorer is a smart booking in 2026 and beyond. Like I said, it offers modern design, strong space, strong inclusion, mm, especially for the right luxury traveler. It's a smart decision. But you got to understand what's your fit, and that's why having an advisor really matters. So I kind of understand what's your fit and put you on the cruise line if I feel like it's a fit for you. You remember that cruise couple from earlier that just came back from the Mediterranean? So they just came back and they wanted to book their 31st anniversary cruise on Explorer 3, and then they booked another cruise for their children as a as a as a thank you gift. So um so remember that remember that couple from so you remember that couple from earlier that booked that Mediterranean cruise? So they just came back. They had a great time. They just came back and they booked the 31st anniversary, and then they booked another cruise for their kids. So they it's safe to say they really liked Explorer. But that doesn't mean everybody's gonna like it. They liked it, and that's what's important. Also, you just gotta. I'll see what you like. You guys can send me a message on juicecruise.com, or send me a message on Instagram or TikTok, and yeah, I'll see if it's the right fit for you. Also, you can send me a message or book a 20-minute consultation if you want to talk about um, what you want to do, or like if it's a good fit for you. We could look at that. So, like I said, visit me on juicecruises.com, book a call, get a real quote, get a real quote. So yeah, like I said, book a 20-minute free consultation at juicecruises.com. No pressure. You can check my socials at juice cruises on TikTok and juice.cruises on Instagram if you want to send me a message. And yeah, so that's the whole goal, right? So do not book a luxury blindly. Get a real quote, compare the full trip costs, compare inclusions and extras, compare shore excursion costs, compare suite categories, compare style, your travel style, what you want to do. And yeah, we're gonna see how I can help you. And yeah, I'll see how I can help you and see you guys in the next video.